Continuing our coverage now of the shakeup in Macon's leadership, our own Stephanie now sat down with now former City Administrator Scott Meszaros to talk about the city's decision taking him off the job.
Less than a week after his dismissal, Meszaros agreed to sit down with me to discuss his short-lived experience with the city and how he was let go.
I walked in and the council member and the mayor were sitting there, and they asked me to have a seat, and they handed me this letter and they said, "Oh, you need to read this." They didn't talk to me, and so I read the letter, and I was a little taken back. I didn't expect that.
When we reached out to Mayor Tony Petrie for comment, he shared meeting minutes with me from July 24th. That's when the city officially voted to remove Meszaros from his position and established Mary Lou Craig as the interim city administrator, although they didn't actually implement that decision until just last week.
So I think the culture, we have a lot of good staff there, but everybody kind of keeps their head down because they're not wanting to go against the grain. There's an individual in the organization that it's kind of their way or the highway, and it's not always based on statute or facts. And
that's Meszaros' opinion on the city's working environment. But Mayor Petrie tells us he was very proud of the city's work culture before they brought in Meszaros. And while the city didn't share exactly why they were letting him go, Mayor Petrie says they felt it was in the city's best interest to go in another direction. But Meszaros says he's concerned for the future of Macon's government, its next city administrator, and accountability.
It's really hard when your job is to give recommendations and recommend change, but then they're like, yeah, we're not going to do that. It's not a good place to be in my role.
Mayor Petrie says he doesn't know any improvements suggested by Meszaros that were denied. Reporting in Macon, I'm Stephanie Now.
The city of Macon will soon begin searching for a new city administrator. Mary Lou Craig is just taking over in the interim for now.